I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Hurry. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Ever wondered why your beloved superhero franchise is going down the drain faster than Thanos clicking his fingers? Well, hold tight, because today we'll go deep into Marvel's unbelievable fall. So let's take up our shields, summon our spidey senses, and uncover the shocking truth together. Well then, let's plunge into the fathomless depths of Marvel falling apart. Picture this, a once thriving cinematic universe now at the precipice of inconsequence. It is a story as sad as any Shakespearean tragedy, replete with unexpected twists and turns, and a cast of characters that would stun most seasoned screenwriters. So how did we get here? Well, let's turn back the hands of time a little bit. Remember when Marvel movies were considered to be the epitome of cinematic excellence? Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, those were more than just characters, they were icons who were revered by millions in every corner of the planet. But somewhere down the line, things started changing for the worst. The formula, which once made people rise from their seats, gradually became stale, predictable, and if I may say so myself, unimaginative. However, it was not only creative fatigue that brought about Marvel's demise. No, rather there were deeper factors at play lurking in shadows like Hydra waiting for their moment. You see, while Marvel Studios was busy churning out sequel after sequel, they forgot one crucial thing: storytelling. Gone were the days of gripping narratives and character development. Instead, we were bombarded with CGI spectacles and recycled plotlines. And then there's the issue of identity, or rather, the lack thereof. Somewhere along the way, Marvel lost sight of what made their heroes so special. Instead of embracing the diverse tapestry of their universe, they opted for tokenism and pandering, swapping out beloved characters for shallow imitations in a misguided attempt at inclusivity. But perhaps the most damning indictment of Marvel's decline is the overwhelming sense of apathy that now surrounds the franchise. Gone are the days of feverish anticipation and midnight premieres. Now it seems audiences are more interested in debating the latest Netflix series than they are discussing the fate of the Avengers. Now let's go further into the heart of Marvel's unraveling saga. Picture a time when the Marvel Comics empire stood tall, its colourful pages filled with tales of heroism and adventure. It was an era of boundless imagination where characters like Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four captured the hearts and minds of readers worldwide. But then, like a shadow creeping across the pages, a new era dawned, a dark age of activism and agenda-driven storytelling. Marvel Comics, once a beacon of creativity and innovation, became embellished in controversy as beloved characters were sacrificed on the altar of political correctness. What began as a noble pursuit of diversity soon devolved into a cynical exercise in tokenism, with classic heroes being replaced by pale imitations in a misguided attempt at progress. But the damage had been done. Sales plummeted, and once thriving comic book shops shuttered their doors for good. Marvel Comics, once the undisputed king of the industry, found itself on the brink of collapse, its legacy diminished. Fast forward to the present, and it's déjà vu all over again. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, once a shining beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak landscape, now finds itself ending up in the same identity politics and virtue signaling that brought its comic book counterpart to its knees. But there's still hope, folks. Despite the darkness that threatens to consume it, the Marvel Universe is nothing if not resilient. With each passing day, new voices emerge, voices that refuse to be silenced, voices that demand better from the stories they love. Now let's turn our heads to the present state of Marvel's cinematic endeavors. Once upon a time, Marvel movies were the undisputed kings of the box office, raking in billions of dollars and captivating audiences worldwide. But as the old adage goes, all good things must come to an end. In recent years, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has faced its fair share of challenges, both on the big screen and on the small screen. While films like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 managed to capture some of the magic of earlier installments, others like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania fell flat, failing to resonate with audiences in the same way. But perhaps the most significant blow to Marvel's once untouchable empire came in the form of its foray into streaming with Disney+. Fans had high hopes for the platform, expecting a treasure trove of new content featuring their favourite characters. Instead, they were met with a flood of mediocrity, with show after show failing to live up to the hype. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige acknowledged the misstep, vowing to slow down the production of new shows in response to fan feedback. But for many, it was too little too late. The damage had been done and audiences were beginning to lose faith in the once invincible franchise. But it's not just the quality of the content that's at issue here, it's also the sheer volume of it. In their quest to dominate the streaming market, Disney Marvel flooded Disney Plus with a barrage of new shows, overwhelming viewers and diluting the brand in the process. And then there's the issue of international expansion, or lack thereof. Despite Disney's best efforts to crack the Indian market with shows like Ms. Marvel, audiences remained largely uninterested, leaving the company scrambling to recoup its losses. Perhaps the most damning indictment of Marvel's current state is the exodus of subscribers from Disney+. With each passing month, more and more viewers are cancelling their subscriptions, fed up with the lackluster content and the company's apparent indifference to their concerns. Now let's explore one of the core issues plaguing Marvel's downfall: identity crisis. Once upon a time, Marvel stood as a beacon of diversity and representation, offering a rich tapestry of characters from all walks of life. But somewhere along the way, that commitment to inclusivity was lost, replaced by a shallow imitation of progress. Instead of celebrating the diverse cast of heroes that had captured the imaginations of fans for generations, Marvel opted for tokenism and pandering, reducing beloved characters to mere checkboxes on a diversity checklist. What began as a well-intentioned effort to broaden the scope of representation soon devolved into a cynical exercise in virtue signaling, with classic heroes being replaced by shallow imitations in a misguided attempt at inclusivity. The result? A universe has got depth and meaning, where characters exist not just as individuals with their own unique stories to tell, but as mere vessels for an agenda dictated by corporate overlords. Gone are the days of compelling narratives and rich character development. In their place, we're left with hollow shells of once great icons, stripped of their humanity and reduced to mere caricatures of themselves. But the damage doesn't stop there. Marvel's identity crisis has had far-reaching consequences, not just for the characters themselves, but for the fans who have invested so much of themselves in the Marvel Universe. For years, fans have looked to Marvel as a source of inspiration and empowerment, finding solace in the stories of heroes who overcame adversity to triumph against all odds. But now those stories ring hollow, devoid of the authenticity and resonance that once made them so compelling. And it's not just the characters who suffer, it's the fans themselves. For too long, Marvel has ignored the voices of its most passionate supporters, dismissing legitimate concerns as the rantings of toxic fans and gatekeepers. But the truth is, it's the fans who have kept Marvel alive through the decades of highs and lows, standing by their favourite heroes through thick and thin. But now, faced with a universe that no longer reflects their values or resonates with their experiences, many fans are turning away, seeking refuge in other corners of the pop culture landscape. And as they do, Marvel's once loyal fan base is left to wonder, where did it all go wrong? In conclusion, the tale of Marvel's downfall is a cautionary one. A cautionary one that serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of losing sight of what made a franchise great in the first place. From the heights of cinematic glory to the depths of apathy and disillusionment, Marvel's journey has been a rollercoaster ride of epic proportions. But amidst the wreckage lies a glimmer of hope that suggests that all is not lost. For as long as there are stories to be told and heroes to be celebrated, the spirit of Marvel will endure, rising from the ashes stronger and more vibrant than ever before. And who knows, perhaps one day Marvel will rise from the ashes like a phoenix, reclaiming its rightful place and then reminding us all why we fell in love with these stories in the first place. If you found this exploration of Marvel's downfall eye-opening, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're craving more thought-provoking content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon to stay updated on all our future videos.